It hurt me to wake up and see my beautiful black people suffer, victimized by the oppressive, harsh realities of the hood. I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
Message! As you may know, this country has had some issues with race. Oh, okay. Sphincters are tightening already. We've had some issues with race. There was that incident in 1619, and then...
Yo, YouTube, what it do? Tabby trolling back again with another video. CEO Clout Team Entertainment, best rapper on YouTube, hands down, no questions asked, unofficial enforcer of No Negative News November. The link is in the description. Sign the petition. It's not a question, it's an order. And we're finna take we'll take a little left turn here and focus on white people. Now, I might sound hypocritical because I always say stay out of white people's business, right? But sometimes we gotta see stuff from different perspectives. Like what Jon Stewart is saying. You know, Jon Stewart, late night talk show host. If you don't know who he is, just Google him, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure I know who he is. He has a show called The Problem with Jon Stewart. Love the show. I came across a video that said the problem with white people. I watched it once in its entirety and didn't really break it down. We're gonna break it down right now. So let's just start with the beginning of the video. Let's just start with the beginning of the video. Jon Stewart, the problem with white people. Check this out, y'all.
Had a few hiccups since then, but mostly it's been fine. We've all been chilling. It's been chill. Until a couple years ago, another rare bad thing happened to black people in the summer of 2020.
George Floyd's death is sparking a national reckoning.
The death of George Floyd, it sparks this global movement, this racial reckoning.
We here in America certainly had our own racial reckoning in the wake of George Floyd's death.
A growing number of American companies facing a racial reckoning.
As America confronts a racial reckoning.
A racial reckoning.
It also comes at a time of racial reckoning for the country.
Y'all see that? Now, when I say things like all the world is a stage, how could you not look at that video, that clip of basically reading off the same script all over the news stations? Keywords they use, racial reckoning. So we're getting fed this throughout the whole news cycle, right? Let's move it forward a little bit.
So you guys are finally ready to talk about racial reckoning. We don't want to right the wrongs. We just reckon we're going to think about it for a bit. Well, not to worry. This egregious midday murder will not be in vain. Let the work of righting centuries of oppression begin.
Okay, look, I'm obviously not going to be stopping and analyzing the whole 16-minute video, but there are key points in the video I need y'all to understand. I really need y'all to understand the code, the language that's used referring to our people. Let's do it.
This egregious midday murder will not be in vain. Let the work of righting centuries of oppression begin.
Aunt Jemima is being retired.
See? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? See, instead of giving us tangible solutions, this is what the white media does. They give us gestures. They give us awards. They named streets after us. So many Martin Luther King boulevards. I'm pretty sure in every hood, MLK is where all the violence happened at. I'm just saying. I mean, if you don't see this, these gestures, we need tangibles, we need money, we need property, we need wealth, we need assets. We don't need hashtags, we don't need slogans in the back NFL end zone. We don't need slogans on NBA jerseys. We don't need that shit. It does nothing for us. I digress. Let's just keep moving forward, man.
By any means necessary.
Cream of wheat is removing the black chef from its packaging.
Chris Harrison, host of The Bachelor, has announced he is stepping away.
Every NFL stadium, you're going to see phrases like end racism.
Tonight we know the Dixie Chicks are dropping the Dixie.
The village of Hempstead renamed Main Street Black Lives Matter Way.
We will now kneel for our moment of silence.
Worst production of Lion King ever.
If you're one of those people that don't believe that there's truth in comedy, you will not get what's going on right now. Gestures. Let me ask y'all a question. Getting rid of Aunt Jemima, putting the Harriet Tubman on a $20 bill, naming streets after Martin Luther King and projects after black civil rights leaders, putting phrases in the back of the end zone, making hashtags, getting Black Lives Matter involved. Can we name?
But more than Kente cloth calisthenics and some long overdue brand readjustments, there came another, even more meaningful cultural shift.
I think white people need to listen.
White people should listen to African Americans. White people, we need to listen.
We are listening. I am listening. Now it's time for us to have ears to hear.
Are y'all actually digesting what's going on right now? Is it not obvious what's going on right now? The pandering. See, they don't talk with us. They don't talk amongst us. They talk to us. They are talking to us, not talking with us.
There came another, even more meaningful cultural shift.
I think white people need to listen.
White people should listen to African Americans. White people, we need to listen.
We are listening. I am listening. Now it's time for us to have ears to hear.
Oh, good, because I've been using mine for fucking. two at a time.
Now, if you put that hilarious quote to the side, hilarious joke. They said they're gonna start listening. 403 years, and now they want to listen. What am I missing? What?
Yes, apparently this racial issue that so divides America could have just been solved if only black people would have said something. So, okay, white people, ears to hear.
This is the harsh reality for black people in America today, that we are expected to participate in democracy while receiving conditional citizenship in return.
When zip code determines what kind of school that you go to, when zip code determines what kind of food you can eat, these are the vestiges of enslavement.
So when they say, why do you burn down the community? Why do you burn down your own neighborhood? It's not ours. We don't own anything.
It's amazing why we keep loving this country and this country does not love us back.
I mean, this stuff is hard to hear.
Very hard to hear. This next clip This next clip.
But these are tough conversations, and I would probably have more hope in its impact on our culture if those same exact sentiments hadn't already been conveyed to white people over and over and over, like 1 year earlier on The Breakfast Club.
They never addressed the primary problems of black folk. Our primary problem was not social integration and civil rights. The primary problem, you never corrected the legacies and burdens of slavery.
Or by Viola Davis at an award show in 2015.
The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity.
Or in the 90s, when Sister Souljah explained this directly to Bill Clinton and Larry King.
The thing that kills African people in America is not what white people say, but what they do. Their policies, their actions.
See, white people are pretending that this problem is new.
I mean, this is the part of the video that is so important. It is so important for No Negative News November. Shout out Ayo Kaseko, Big Fats Podcast. Petitions in the description. Sign petition. You know this. Look, Jon Stewart, a white male in America. It's the same race as DJ Vlad, the same race as Adam 22. One of these things do not belong. Because it seems like the DJ Vlads of the world, the Trap Lord Rosses of the world. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm going?
And we're just hearing about it now because we love to discover stuff that's already existed. It's kind of our thing. America! Where did you come from? First. As a matter of fact, this shit has been said many times just by Chris Rock.
Shit, there ain't a white man in this room that would change places with me, and I'm rich. You had a 400-year head start, motherfucker. See, the black man gotta fly to get something that the white man could walk to. A black C student can't even be the manager of Burger King. Meanwhile, the white C student just happens to be the president of the United States of America.
See what I said about truth to comedy? Now, before I end this video, which the link will be in the description, by the way, before I end this video, I'm gonna say this. Slavery is a choice.
But you know what? Maybe you don't want to hear about our racial divide and have it be funny. Would you rather black people invent an entire genre of music just to explain it to us?
Fathers of this country never cared for me. They kept my ancestors shackled up in slavery. And Uncle Sam never did a damn thing for me. Except lie about the facts in my history.
But you know what? It's wonderful that white people are finally ready to sit back and listen. But damn, the black people speaking out now are just sampling the classics.
Racism is so deeply embedded into the fabric of the society.
Thank you, Angela. James Baldwin went all the way to England to explain it because he wanted to do it at white people headquarters.
It comes as a great shock to discover that the country, which is your birthplace and to which you owe your life and your identity, has not in its whole system of reality evolved any place for you.
Black people have given us step-by-step instructions through the centuries. They didn't even do that with the electric slide. And yet, even after all that, the wealth gap, worse now. Home ownership, worse now. Segregation, worse now. On average, a white high school graduate is wealthier than a black college graduate. Forget about them telling you even the stark facts don't seem to matter.
I had to jump in one final time because the next part of this video, the end of this video right here, is the part that ticks me off the most when it comes to white supremacy and the boule. So check this out. Sign petition. It's not an order. It is an order. I'm out.
Black Americans should understand that if they study and work hard, they will likely succeed in this country.
Just not as much as white people who don't study as hard. We have been told over and over and over again by black people that this country has never resolved the original sins of slavery and segregation. But the response to that is always,
if Barack Obama can make it as the son of a single white mom, then so can everybody else.
Oprah Winfrey is perhaps the best example of a talented person who made it on her own in America.
LeBron James is a great American success story.
How can America be racist if Cleveland has a championship? It doesn't seem to matter what black people tell us or how many times they say it. It lands on deaf ears because a large swath of white America believes that black Americans are solely responsible for their community struggle. And the bias is so pervasive, we don't even notice it.
Crack. Who's responsible? Let me tell you straight out. Everyone who uses drugs.
And perchance, who would this everyone be?
Crack has become the new franchise, a chemical McDonald's. You want to get high, you see the guys in the gangs, in the red and blue outfits.
The front line in the war on crack.
There are tens of thousands more crack babies on the way.
Crack babies
are going to overwhelm every social service delivery system.
Before, we could afford to ignore the hopelessness represented by gangs, but now we're afraid it will affect our schools, our kids, our streets.
It's as innocent looking as candy, but it's turning our cities into battle zones, and it's murdering our children.
What kind of fucking candy do you eat?
It hurt me to wake up and see my beautiful black people suffer, victimized by the oppressive, harsh realities of the hood. I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
Message!